गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। शब्दों की बात पार्ट 26 में आप सभी का वेलकम है। एक पड़ाव से मैं अनीता राय, आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार, बहुत सारा प्यार। टुडे वी हैव अ वेरी डिस्टिंक्ट टॉपिक फॉर डिस्कशन, दैट इज पावर ऑफ माइंड. Today we have with us our special guest, Dr. A. Abraham. He is an MBBS from Trivandrum Medical College and MD in Dermatology from All India Institute of Medical Sciences. His passion for neurolinguistic programming led him to give up his medical career in the United Kingdom and concentrate full time on spreading awareness of neurolinguistic programming. Presently, he is a director and a renowned life coach at Mind Masters India. Good afternoon, Dr. Abraham, and a very warm welcome to you on the platform of Ekpadav.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Doctor, my first question is, what is power of mind and how it aids in stress management?
Basically, very often we have no idea what our mind is or what our power of mind is. Like if you look at computers, computer there is a power, and 1 terabyte is seen as a big power. But we realize that our mind is like a 1 million GB laptop PC. That's how powerful it is, and most of us we have no clue. If you have such a very powerful computer, shouldn't we all be very brilliant? The problem is this computer is the only computer that comes without a driver software. It does nobody told us how to use this. So basically, power of mind is understanding what our mind is, how powerful it is, and how much we are in control of our own mind. That is power of mind. We can have a very powerful mind, but if we do not manage it, then there's no point calling it a powerful mind. Okay.
Right, sir. How do we maintain confidence and peace in ourselves in any circumstances?
Right. There are certain words which we use very freely. Conference, दुकान में नहीं फिर सकता. Conference क्या है? So we use this word confidence and self-confidence. Confidence बनाएंगे, सब ऐसे करेंगे. And we don't understand what confidence is. Confidence is, just like I said before, when we know we have a very powerful mind, and the mind is in our head and therefore under our control.
Right.
And therefore, when we say that whatever happens, I know how to manage my own mind and therefore my life. That is confidence. Right. Basically, in mind mind plays two games: an outer game and an inner game. Outer game is what we play every day. When we go to school, school is not under control, teachers are not under control, subjects are not under control, question paper is not under control. So throughout our life, we are doing things to please others, right, based on their rules.
Agree.
But then we forget that there's an inner game. Our mind is under control. Our belief is under control. And if you can play the belief, if you have confidence in ourselves, belief in ourselves and in our mind and how to manage it, then the outer game can be played out better. So it's basically how we manage our own mind. Our mind has got, brain has got lots of thoughts. See, you have got lots of thoughts. I've got lots of thoughts.
Yes, yes.
But the way you arrange your thoughts dictates how you understand. There's a pattern. You have a pattern. See, suppose an incident happens.
Right.
You arrange, you take the incident and you arrange your thoughts in a pattern which is comfortable for you. I arrange in another way. Somebody else arranges in another way. The way you arrange thought dictates how you understand, and therefore, way you understand dictates your behavior. Can I ask you one thing? If you have a behavior that is not that you do not like, what will you change? You'll go and change the behavior, isn't it? That's where we make the biggest mistake. The behavior is caused by the way we arrange our thoughts, and the way we arrange our thoughts is under our control. And therefore, if you change the behavior and leave the thoughts the same, it will produce a behavior again.
Definitely.
So if I know I became angry because I arranged my thoughts in an angry way, that is why I became angry. Now that is confidence. I can manage my thoughts so that I don't become angry, whatever you do.
Definitely. Agree, sir. That how can we overcome negativity like critical thoughts, fear, anxiety, and lack of confidence. So at that time, what should we do?
Right. Again, I like all these words that you're using.
Yeah.
And now look at one word. Negative means there is something to be positive, right?
Right.
What is negative for you may be positive for me. What is positive for negative for me may be positive for you. So negativity is it's a frame of mind. There's nothing called negative or positive. Okay? Whether it's useful or not. So what was the second part of your question?
So that is Michael thoughts, anxiety, fear.
We have in NLP, we have a thing called framing. What is anxiety? Anxiety is, will I pass the exam? Will I, this happen to me? Anxiety is fear of fear will come. Suppose I change anxiety into eagerness. I'm eager to know my result.
Yes.
I'm eager to know. The moment I use the word eagerness instead of anxiety, both are the same.
Yeah, right. So
Our feeling changes. So basically, it's all about, again, one more thing you said, one other word.
So another is lack of confidence.
Okay. Again, at conference, I told you, like personality conference, you cannot buy. So basically, you don't have lack of confidence. Nobody has lack of confidence. There is confidence. Only thing is we do not know how to use it.
Yeah.
And that comes because we do not realize how powerful my mind is and how much we are in control. When we are in control, is there any use for confidence? Anything happens by itself? Can I ask you one question? Who is your best friend?
My best friend. My best friend is my daughter.
Okay, that's why you made one of the mistakes. Your best friend should be you.
Oh, that is
Nobody
true.
can know you better than you. Nobody can love you better than you. Okay, and if you become your best friend, confidence happens by itself.
Definitely.
Because we always depend on other people to become. That's the point.
Agree. Okay. Is there any secret of power of mind? मतलब कोई secret है इस power of mind का हम कैसे इसको build up कर सकते हैं? How can we maintain it?
There is no. That's the point. We use the word secret because then it becomes as if we can sell this power of mind. Okay? God has given all of us the same mind. Okay? The secret of the power of mind is to knowing how our mind works, and therefore, and knowing how our mind works. Therefore, and also one other thing is, it is not enough that you know how your mind works. You must know for what purpose. So, if you ask your daughter or anybody, what is your dream? Children will come with brilliant dreams.
Right.
So if you know how your mind works and connect it to a dream, then the mind will work better because now it knows where it is. It's like when you order an Uber or you put a GPS, you give the destination, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you order an Uber, you don't say I want a very good car, but they ask you for the destination. You ask anybody what's the dream, they say, oh, I've got so many dreams, short-term dreams, long-term dreams. It's just like telling Uber, oh, I want first to go to this junction, that junction, this thing. So basically, the power of mind is knowing how our mind works and therefore connected to it.
Agree, sir. Thank you so much for this amazing session. Myself with Ek Padav is very grateful to you for sparing your valuable time with us.
No problem.
Thank you so much everyone for watching us. खुश रहिए, हंसते रहिए, smile and peace.